Hi guys, Cynthia Maynard here, and something interesting for today. You ever have some of that cardstock that you bought with a pack of something and it's kind of, it's kind of this pale blue, generic, matte cardstock. So instead of wasting that, I went ahead and used a dye from Spellbinders that makes these flowers that are like, you're supposed to like mold them. Not necessarily going to do that today, but I'm going to show how you can use spray inks to kind of transform these flowers. And by the way, don't throw this out. You can either use this as a stencil or later on for some more cutouts. So I'm going to put that aside. So I used the cutouts to make these 5 flowers in graded sizes. And I'm going to begin by spraying sort of a stronger color. I'm going to pick the Dylusions crushed grape. I'm going to go ahead and give that a spray. Always clean your spout, whatever that's called. I'm doing this on the back of a cereal box, just so I don't get my mat all gross. This stuff will stick. So I just dab that, and as you can see, it's this very flat color, which is nice sometimes, but I want something I'm going to kind of layer on some colors. So I'm going to go ahead and take, this is by Tattered Angels, and I don't have the name on it. They don't label, but they give you this swatch that is pretty accurate. So it's kind of like a pink with this gold glistening hue. You kind of have to, the mica is all on the bottom there, so you kind of have to bop it a little bit, and then once that's all mixed about, you can just spray that. And when this dries, this gets even more shimmery. I forgot to pull my heat tool over here. It's over there. Usually I use my heat tool a little bit because I don't want it to get too soggy. So actually I think I am going to grab that. So you can see it's gotten a little more shimmering. It's not necessarily that we're going to go ahead and see the pink, but it's more to give it that same cool color hue with the gold shimmer. Then I'm going to come in, because this is a little bright for me, I'm going to come in with another Tattered Angels, sort of a brown glimmer about it. I got this at Tuesday Morning for only $2.49. It's a nice big bottle, 2 fluid ounces. Again, we're going to give that a shake. I don't know if the name's on here. I don't see it. Oh, yeah, I do. Penny. Okay. So it's kind of a coppery brown. So we'll go ahead. Now the spritzer is going to act funny. Again, always cleaning. Because I just wanted to kind of mute the color and add sort of a little bit of an antique-y look. Look at the cardboard under there. Isn't that pretty? Okay. I love shimmery things. So go ahead and get the excess off of there, just like so. And at this point you could do different things. You could continue layering colors, and you could also do some stamping on there to give some textural effect. You could emboss these beforehand. I've done that. And so essentially we're making our own embellishments, and I'll show you how to finish that off in a moment. Stamp here that I think is by Finnabair, however you say that. I love their stuff though. And then you can just get an ink pad. The ink pad that I have is Vintage Photo by Tim Holtz Distress Ink, which is a good all-purpose brown. And I'm going to go ahead and just sort of randomly do that. And you can see the brown's going to pick up that shimmer as well. And it just kind of has this random effect there. And then we're going to go ahead and dry that again. Again, you could keep going from there. You could layer some more colors on there, but if you wanted to stop, which I'm going to go ahead and just stack these, you just see the nice little holes there. You just line those up. You could even use like a paper piercer to kind of thread them onto the, that's what I usually do. I don't have it in this room. But so you simply line those up. Actually, I could get my little box of brads here, and you can pick whatever brad kind of goes with it. These are from Prima Marketing, and they've got this cool 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagonal brad. Whoops, it's already bent. So you could just thread from smallest to largest on there, and you'll get them all lined up. If your die that you're using, or you cut it out, sometimes I cut it out on my brother's Scan and Cut, just some random sized petal flowers, and I just poke a hole with my paper piercer and then stick my brad through. So I've got my brad there, and then you can paint the other side if you want, or you could stick like a circle of felt on there, if I can get that. And then you can leave it flat like that, or you can kind of fluff it. And the more it dries, because when paper gets wet, it kind of gets a little bit of a crispiness to it, which is really nice. And then you can really shape the petals, or you could go ahead and take, you know, maybe a pencil or something, but you get the idea. And you can make these, and I didn't have to put all of this. Sometimes I put just a few on, and then I put the smaller on, and I make kind of, if I'm on doing a project when I want a few different sizes. But anyway, that gives you an idea. I guess my main purpose, I love spray inks. These things are the best. And then also, when you have that piece of cardstock that just is not speaking to you, change it. I mean, look at the difference between these two things. I mean, it's really hard to believe that that came from the same piece of paper. That's pretty astounding to me, and I love being able to change things. That's what's nice about art. You don't have to stick to the same whatever you're handed. You know, you can transform it into something much more pretty with this beautiful sort of antiqued plummy color, with just really, I just used a few bottles of spray ink and a piece of cardstock and a brad. Alright, and if you liked that video, if you found it helpful and learned something today, if you could click the like button and subscribe. I'll be coming out with lots and lots of things. I do lots and lots of things, so there'll be a nice variety of different artistic things. And thank you so much for spending your time with me. I know there's a gazillion videos to watch, but I really appreciate you stopping by. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.